I see there is a bright future for the proteins from algae. At the moment it's still at the development stage, so there's a long way to go, and in the next 10-20 years I don't think we'll see big industry in the field of getting proteins from algae. But as many people know, that it's problematic that we don't have enough land to feed all those people, and we are running out of oil, and we want to decrease the amount of CO2 going to the air. So you want to find some alternative ways to produce energy and to produce protein. So I see that it's something that you have to take serious, the algae, because you have enormous amounts of waters that are not used for anything, and those could be used for farming algae. But the technologies are not there yet. There still need to be a lot of development before it can be in industrial scale. So what we're working on at the moment are still in lab scale, going into pilot scale at the moment, and trying to start to grow algae in a bigger scale. The hurdles at the moment for, if you say, getting the big amounts of algae that you need for using them really in industry, that's you don't have the harvest equipment yet, and you don't have the technologies to make it in bigger scale. You're starting to get some knowledge on how to seed the algae and how to grow them on bigger scale, but it's only the beginning, and there still needs to be a lot of development in universities and service institutions as ourselves, and also together with industry to get to the place where you feel now it's industrial. And of course there's also, for example, if you take the fish feed, where we think it's very good to use proteins from algae, there's also obstacles that those who want to produce feed, who have the industrial capacity to produce feed for farming, they don't want to put algae in at the moment, because they still don't. First of all, there's not enough algae, and second of all, they are not sure if it can work, or if it's such a good idea.
Yeah, they use other.
Yeah,
and that works. So
at the moment they use plant-based proteins. It works fine, but those farming the fish, they complain that the fish tastes wrong, and that's some of the obstacles. That probably it's also expensive to get proteins from algae at the moment. So they take the cheap substitutes from crops, could be from any legumes or something like that, and they can also produce cheaper feed in the end. Yeah. So it's probably also the farmers don't want to pay more, so they don't want to make development in this field. So this is some of the major obstacles to get this working. As I see it, if you take algae and ingredients from algae, then some of those things that could be most interesting in food products would be, I would say, functional foods. So something you add to other foods to make them. So it could, for example, be antioxidants. There are very potential antioxidants in algae that could be very interesting to use in various food products. One of our partners from a network in Denmark, they have tried some experiments with some pâté. They put antioxidants from algae in, and they proved that the lasting time of the pâté was increased quite good. So there is a big potential to, in those experiments it was meat tested, but there are big potentials, antioxidants, to be used in different meat products or other products as well. So that's where I see the big advances in food. There could also be pigmentation, so if you want to have natural colors, there's also some good opportunities in algae. We are participating in projects in all EU together with members from other EU countries to develop technique and to make this grow and make it go to industrial scale. And currently we are working on a project, EU project, making biogas from algae. So this is also one of the international perspectives that everybody say that it's not possible to use algae just for energy or just for proteins or just for, you need to fractionate and you need to get different partitions to really have it on a scale where you can earn good money on it. So you need to, for example, you need to take antioxidants and proteins out, and the rest you can use for energy purpose. And this is what all agree in the field of algae, that to be able to carry this further, you need to develop a processing plant where you have a biorefinery concept to use different perspectives from algae.